Welcome back to the Guru Movie, Top 7 Movies, where we dive into the most intense and unforgettable stories. Number 7, Black Island. Black Island is a gripping German thriller that takes us into a world where beauty and danger walk hand in hand. The story follows Jonas, a grieving teenager who moves in with his grandfather on a remote island after losing his parents. Life there seems quiet and ordinary until a mysterious new teacher, Helena, enters the picture. At first, she appears kind, supportive, and even inspiring, quickly earning Jonas's trust and admiration. But as their relationship deepens, layers of secrecy begin to unfold, revealing that Helena is far more dangerous than she seems. The film skillfully blends themes of vulnerability, manipulation, and betrayal, exploring how trust can be exploited when someone young and impressionable meets a figure of authority with hidden intentions. Number 6, Silence. Silence is a hauntingly powerful film that explores faith, doubt, and the human struggle for meaning under unbearable persecution. Directed by Martin Scorsese, the story follows two young Portuguese Jesuit priests who travel to 17th century Japan in search of their missing mentor, rumored to have renounced his faith. As they secretly minister to oppressed Christian villagers, they witness unspeakable suffering, brutality, and the constant threat of death. The film is deeply contemplative. It's not just about religion, but about the silence of God in moments of pain and despair. Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver deliver raw, emotional performances that capture the inner torment of believers caught between devotion and survival. Number 5, The Violin Player. The Violin Player is an intense Finnish drama that dives deep into ambition, sacrifice, and the emotional costs of pursuing greatness. The story follows Karin, a once renowned violinist whose career is suddenly cut short after an accident. Faced with the loss of her identity as a performer, she turns to teaching and begins mentoring a talented young student named Antti. At first, their relationship is built on music and passion for art, but soon it grows complicated, blurring the lines between admiration, control, and desire. What makes this film so compelling is its raw honesty. It doesn't just show the beauty of music. Number 4, Before the Dawn. Before the Dawn is a powerful drama that explores the fragile line between connection and consequence. The story follows Lila, a young woman trying to rebuild her life after personal struggles, who takes a teaching job in a small town. There, she forms an unexpected bond with Jason, a student who feels just as lost and misunderstood as she does. What begins as mutual support slowly develops into a relationship that crosses boundaries, putting them both in dangerous territory. Jay Holben crafts the film with a quiet intensity, showing how loneliness and vulnerability can pull two people together, even when society forbids it. The performances carry a raw honesty. Lila's search for redemption and Jason's yearning for acceptance make their connection both tender and tragic. The rural setting amplifies the feeling of isolation, reminding us that some choices can't stay hidden forever. At its core, Before the Dawn isn't just about a forbidden romance. Number 3, A Teacher. A Teacher is a gripping psychological drama that takes a raw, unflinching look at boundaries, desire, and the devastating consequences of crossing them. The story centers on Diana, a young high school teacher who begins a secret affair with her student, Eric. At first, the relationship feels exciting, passionate, and full of forbidden thrill, but soon the secrecy becomes a crushing weight. The risks grow, paranoia sets in, and Diana's carefully built life starts to unravel. What makes this film so striking is its intimacy. Hannah Fidel doesn't rely on spectacle, but instead focuses on quiet moments, awkward silences, and the psychological tension between the characters. Lindsay Burge delivers a powerful performance, capturing Diana's vulnerability, denial, and the growing realization of the damage she's causing. The film doesn't glamorize the affair. Instead, it forces the audience to sit with the discomfort. Number 2, Your Tutor. Your Tutor is a Russian drama that dives into the complexities of power, influence, and hidden desire within the seemingly ordinary world of education. The story follows a young student who struggles academically and begins receiving private lessons from a tutor. What begins as a professional arrangement quickly transforms into something much more personal, as the boundaries between teacher and student blur, creating a relationship filled with tension, secrecy, and emotional risk. Anton Coleman uses subtle storytelling to highlight the dangerous pull of forbidden connections. The film doesn't just focus on the relationship itself, but on the psychological impact, how trust can be manipulated, how authority can become intimacy. Number 1, The English Teacher. The English Teacher is a witty yet heartfelt comedy drama that blends humor, passion, and the complexities of following one's heart. The story follows Linda Sinclair, a dedicated high school English teacher who has always lived by the rules. Her life is safe, structured, and deeply rooted in literature. But everything changes when she reconnects with a former student, Jason, an aspiring playwright struggling to find his path. Wanting to help him, Linda stages his play at the school. But soon their professional relationship takes a complicated turn as emotions, ambitions, and personal boundaries collide. Craig Zisk brings charm and sharpness to the narrative, crafting a film that is both lighthearted and layered. Julianne Moore shines as Linda, capturing the quirks of a woman torn between her love for teaching and her yearning for something more meaningful in her personal life.